Hey friends, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. It's hump day, isn't it? Yes, it is. I hope you guys have had a great day. I gotta get out a spatula. I hope you guys have had an awesome day. We are making a really quick air fryer turkey cutlet. This is a recipe I use a lot of times for pork chops, and I just wanted to shake it up a little bit and do some different meat. So my husband gets tired of chicken really easy, so we're doing turkey cutlets. He thinks it's pork chops. I'm not telling him any different. When he sees it, he's gonna know it's not pork chops because they're cut weird, but I'm gonna tell him it's chicken. He thinks we're doing pork chops. We're also making a skillet zucchini. So we're gonna make our zucchini just like you would fried potatoes on a skillet. So I've got my skillet right now with some avocado oil. You can use olive oil and some sliced onion. And then I took my zucchini and I quartered them. So I did thicker slices, kind of like you would a potato. You don't want them really thin. Actually, some of these are kind of thin. I did them thick. The reason I did them thick is because I don't want them to get mushy when I'm cooking them in the skillet. So I quartered them pretty thick. It wouldn't even hurt to get them a little thicker than this. We're gonna let the onions cook a couple of minutes in the oil with some salt and pepper. So let me add some salt and pepper. And then we're going to add the zucchini and we're gonna cover that skillet up and let it do its thing, just like you would fried potatoes. This is really super yummy and easy and delicious. I didn't think about it until my mother-in-law said, hey, why don't you do them in the skillet? Awesome. All right, the air fry that we're gonna mix. I have a base over here of grated Parmesan. So we have the grated Parmesan cheese. If you guys don't wanna use grated Parmesan, what your base will be is crushed pork rinds. So you can take your pork rinds, your favorite kind, and crush them up, or you can buy the pork rind already crumbed in the container if you want a bread crust. I love the Parmesan cheese because I think it crusts up perfectly in the air fryer, and that's what I'm making tonight. So I want to show you real quick before my hands get dirty all the mixes or all the spices I'm putting in my mix. This is the easiest thing in the world. You can do it on pork chops, you can do it on chicken. I'm going to do it on turkey tonight. This is the first time I've used turkey cutlet for this, so I hope it tastes delicious. And I've got my air fryer set on 350, and we will cook these for about 10 minutes. Then we'll check it out and see if they're cooked through, and if they are, we're done. If not, I will stick them back in there for another 5 to 10 minutes and check them every so often until they're finished. So again, if you want to make an air fryer crust, you need a base. My base tonight is grated Parmesan. If you don't want to use Parmesan, use some crushed pork rinds. And we're going to go ahead and start mixing up our seasonings in the base of our crust. So we're going to start with some onion powder. And I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of every one of these seasonings. So I've got onion powder. All right, I've got garlic powder. You guys know I love garlic, so we're using some garlic powder. Let me know where you're watching from, guys, and if this sounds good to you at all, go ahead and share this video so we can show more people how easy it is to eat keto, how delicious it is to use your air fryer. I love my air fryer. I use it all the time. All right, we're doing a teaspoon of paprika. So I'm using some smoked paprika. So we've got onion powder, garlic powder, paprika. We're also going to add in some parsley. Teaspoon of parsley. And the last thing, if you have like an all season or something you like to use, salt and pepper will do just fine. I'm using my Flavor Guide's everything seasoning. It's kind of like my seasoning, like my allspice or seasoning salt. You don't have to use this. You can use any kind of seasoning you like. This is what I'm doing. So a teaspoon of each of those. And then we're going to get our hands dirty and we're going to mix that up after I stir up my onions. Again, my husband thinks we're having pork chops. He just asked me what we're doing for dinner, and I said pork chops and zucchini. He said, yum. And when he comes in, it's going to look like chicken, but that's okay. I'll tell him that I picked up the wrong package at the store. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mix this up with our fingers. We're not getting dirty yet. And you want to mix that crust or your base in with all these seasonings really good. Now, you may run out. You might have to add more, and that's okay. If I have to add more cheese, I will also add more seasonings because I really want these to be seasoned really well. And you'll see that white cheese I had on the plate a while ago, or that really cream tan cheese, is now seasoned really good. You see it all different colors? That's what I want. I want to make sure it's all mixed in good. So every piece of meat has the same seasonings or is flavorful. So if you have a bowl, of course, it'd probably be easier. I don't know why I never use a bowl. I guess because I want y'all to see the crust. But if you have a bowl, you have less mess because I'm probably going to have a mess over here. So my onions over here, you hear them sizzling? They're cooking up. So this is what my crust mix looks like now. It was like a really creamy cheese, and now it's seasoned up really good. So we're going to take our turkey cutlets today instead of pork chops or chicken, And I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the plate, and my hands are fixing to get dirty at this point. So I just kind of cut these. I thought I was getting turkey like chops, but they end up being long pieces. So I just kind of cut them up. Yes, I just touched this after I put the oil bottle down. I will wash my oil bottle, guys. All right, we're just going to put oil all over these because I want the oil to help hold this crust, okay? And I will wash my bottle in a few minutes. All right, we're going to oil it up. I'm going to oil on both sides. You don't have to do this step. You don't have to add the oil if you want to, but I just like the way it holds the crust a little better. All right, and then I'm going to put these back on my plate, and we're going to go ahead and salt and pepper them really good. We're just going to salt and pepper one good side. Let me wash my hands. I'll be right with you. All right, and we're going to go ahead and salt and pepper these turkey cutlets. So we're going to salt and pepper them really good. You can always salt and pepper them after you put them in your air fryer basket as well. I'm just salt and peppering the one side, and I'll do the other side when I dip it in. I'll just throw these onions up. We just want to cook the onions for a couple of minutes. You don't want them cooked all the way through, but you don't want them crunchy, right? Everybody likes their vegetables a little different. They're smelling really good. They're starting to turn a little color, get a little translucent. That's what we want, right? And then we're going to add in our zucchini. So I did chop them up if you're just walking in. Chop them up like I would a quartered potato. And we're just going to fry those in the skillet just like you would potatoes. So I'll cover it up in a few minutes. All right, so we have them salt and pepper. We have them oiled. We have our crust mixed. Now I'm going to push them over this way a little bit. And I'm going to dip my pork, or my turkey cutlets. I'm going to dip them inside the mix. And look how pretty this looks. I mean, it looks so yummy. And this really crusts up really good in your air fryer. So I'm going to put it over to my air fryer basket. He's going to say, these ain't pork chops. I'm going to be like, nah, I picked up the wrong package. We actually got chicken. He don't mind turkey, but I haven't cooked turkey like this in a long time. So I want to try something different. Of course, I'm using some of the same recipes, but with different meat, it always going to turn out a little different. So these are going to cook a lot faster than the zucchini. So that's why I went ahead and started my onions. Again, I've got my air fryer set on 350, and we're going to cook these for 10 minutes, and then I'll check the temperature on them and see if they're cooked through. If they're not, I'll put them back in there for 5 or 10 minutes just to check them. Everybody's ovens and air fryers are a little different, so I can't tell you yours is going to be done as fast as mine. I'm just telling you how I'm cooking mine. A lot of people ask me if I ever flip my meat that's in the air fryer, and I don't. I never do. A lot of people want to see it crust up on both sides, but that doesn't bother me. I take it right off the air fryer, put it in my plate, and cut it up. So I don't have to see crust on both sides. I always put the seasoning on both sides. But the one side on the bottom may not thicken up or crust up like it will on the top, and that's okay with me. If you want to see that, then you'll have to flip it. I just don't. This smells really good. The seasonings really smell good together. Oh, I've got 2 more pieces. I'm going to put them. Oh, yes. This is why I love my air fryer. You see all that meat over there? I still don't know if I'm going to be able to fit both pieces. I'm going to try my best. I think I can make it happen. 1 more piece. He's going to be like, yeah, that is not a pork chop. I'm going to say it's an extra long chicken strip. And here they are. Now look how pretty that is. They look really good, don't they? They look really tasty. They look really good and seasoned. I'm going to stick them in my air fryer basket. Now, I'm not going to start them yet because they will cook pretty quick. What I'm going to do is go ahead and wash my hands again, and then we're going to get those zucchinis turned in. Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments now, because after I wash my hands, I'm going to check and see if you guys have any questions for me. Otherwise, you guys have pretty much seen me cook this. I'll be right back. bottle in just a second. Let me go ahead and get these zucchinis in because the onions are smelling really good. Now you don't want your onions to start burning. You want them to cook along with that zucchini. So we're going to go ahead and throw the zucchini in the skillet. Again, we're making these just like a fried potato skillet. So we've got the onions in there. Now we're adding the quartered zucchini cut kind of thick. That way they don't get mushy as you're cooking them. We're just going to stir this onion up in here. Add some salt and pepper. And cover it up with the top. If you guys have never done this, this is so super simple and delicious. I mean, I always want to make sure we keep easy meals at the house. So we always rotate just easy vegetables, easy main dishes. And a lot of times, guys, I'll have questions from you like, what kind of side dish are you putting with that? A lot of times I don't have side dishes. If I'm making a casserole, to me, that's the beautiful thing about a casserole. It's got vegetables, it's got meat, it's got all the goodness. I don't need nothing else. Last night I made the zucchini skillet. So it had zucchini, it had meat, it had sauce. That's all I needed. If you want to add something, you can always add a side salad. But just a lot of times I don't make a side dish. I make side dishes when I have a meat and a side, a meat and a veggie. But if I have meat and veggies inside my skillet, like a casserole, that's all I have. All right. Just make sure these are all chopped up good in there. Yum, this smells so good. We'll do some salt and pepper in here. Pepper. And there we go. I'm gonna let it cook for just a minute without the top, and then I'll add the top in just a second. So guys, look how pretty it is. It's gonna be delicious when it's finished. I've got it on medium-high heat, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit so it doesn't scorch it. And the air fryer is ready to go. I just gotta push start. And I'll do that in just a second. I wanna see if you guys have any questions for me tonight before I jump off here. If this video has been helpful in any way as far as the recipe goes or anything that you guys have had questions about and I've been able to help you, please share the video so we can reach more people. Thank you, Joy. I sure appreciate it. And from Texas, how are you doing? Sandy said she made the broccoli casserole with the hamburger gravy and hamburger steak. I love it. Man, my sister-in-law made that last night too and she loved it. It's so easy and delicious. Hey, Claudette from Canada. See someone from California, Alabama, Knoxville, Tennessee, Kentucky, another Indiana, I don't know how you say that. Gatesville, Texas. I see lots of friends from Mississippi, Gainesville. All right. Hey, Paige, how are you? We got somebody from Georgia, North Carolina. All right, I'm looking to see if you guys have any questions for me. If you have any, put them in the comments. Rachel says she made the rice zucchini tonight with ground chicken. Yum, that sounds so good, and she loved it as well. That is one of the most easiest dishes. I can eat it all the time because I love it. And if you change up the meats or take the marinara out and just use the Alfredo sauce, and you can change it up all the time and make a simple, easy, delicious meal that has your vegetables and your meat, and you're good to go. Phyllis says, that's a beautiful kitchen. Thank you. And a pretty outfit. Thank you. I sure appreciate it. I do need an apron. Normally I come in and throw a t-shirt on and then start cooking, but we're trying to make time to get in the pool in the afternoon to do some water aerobics. So I'm just like walking in the house, starting the kitchen and going. My poor dogs are like crying in the background. Like, hello, where's my time? No, Phyllis, all air fryers do not cook the same. They're all different a little bit. When I got mine, I just honestly played with it. I would stick something in there, and when I first started, I set my timer on 10 minutes, and I just have kept with that. So I do 10 minutes at a time. Depending on the thickness of your meat, it could cook a lot faster. Or if it's thin, if you have a lot of sauce on it, it could actually cook a little slower. So, you know, just watch your food is what I say. I always have mine set to 350, and I usually always cook it for 10 minutes. And then I check the temperature on the food, or you can look at it sometimes until it's not done, and then I'll stick it back in there. Sherry is watching from the beach. Sherry, golly, Bill, put your toes in the sand for me. I can't wait to go to the beach. We're going in September, I think September 4th, and I'm so excited. I've already got my dog sitter lined up, so the house sitter lined up. I'm ready for the beach. Listen to this. Ooh, it sounds good, don't it? All right, Sandy says she made broccoli casserole, hamburgers. Oh, I already saw that. No, Sandy, did you make this? Okay, Sandy, did you tell me that twice? Or did somebody else make the same thing? That's so awesome. Barbara, I'm always having a great day. Even on them crazy days, it's a great day. Melinda says, what are you cooking? I am making some turkey cutlets in the air fryer. I just made my crust up just a few minutes ago. What brand of, okay, I tell this all the time. My air fryer is the Cuisinart TOA60. I absolutely love it. I've had it for about 2.5 years. I use it all the time. I probably use it at least three days a week, sometimes more than that. Now in the summer, I do like to use my grill a lot, so I do grill outside a lot, but I love my air fryer. I primarily use mine for all meat. I rarely use it for vegetables because I'm cooking so much meat and I want to cook my vegetables and the meat at the same time, so my dinner's fast, but I see a lot of people cooking vegetables in it as well, but I love mine. Claudette said if using the oven, I 100% would recommend 350 on the temperature as well. It may take longer to cook in the oven because the air fryer is confectioner and it cooks fast, but I would definitely recommend 350. Hey, Tina Dove. Let's see. Las Vegas, that's awesome. She loves the beach too. She's had pulled pork. May try to fry the zucchini. It's so delicious. I hope you're having a great time there in Las Vegas, Sherry. My son's girlfriend just left Las Vegas last week. She went for her birthday with some friends from work, and she loved it. She said it's so overwhelming. So it's so beautiful. So I hope that you love it there. I don't know where you live in Las Vegas, or if you're just visiting. Is that onions? Yes, I have onions and zucchini. So we're frying them up just like you would potatoes. So we sliced them or diced them pretty thick. You see that? Pretty thick, just like a potato, so it doesn't get soggy as we're cooking it. I added salt and pepper and onions. I'm just going to go ahead and cover it up with the top so it'll cook a little faster and start my air fryer. Guys, if you have any questions or anything I can help you with, just put it in the comments. I'll come back later this evening to answer any questions. If I don't get to you guys, please reach out to me. I try to answer every single question before the day is over or within the early hours of the next morning. Cover this up. I'll turn it down just a little bit. And Tina, it is 6:15, so unless I text you before, be here at 7. All right, Charity's got a question from Oklahoma. Thank you, Sherry. I got a little weird accent. I know I'm country girl, but look, I hear other people talking. I'm like, no, that's country. I thought I was country, but that's country. Salad with red wine vinegar, mayo, and monk fruit mixed dressing. That sounds amazing, Charity. Tina, I probably have enough turkey cutlet if you want to come over here. Haley told me to make sure I save her lots of zucchini. All right, guys. Ricky just want me to open the door. I'm going to get off here, and Tina, I'll see you in a little while. Bye.